Morning! It's 4:15 a.m. in Melbourne and it's 9 degrees outside, and we are heading to Melbourne Tullamarine for the hour flight to Hobart, Tasmania. Really tired, but really excited. Okay, so just touched down in Hobart. It's the smallest airport I've ever been to in my life. There was literally our plane on the tarmac and no others. I wasn't expecting it to be big, but I wasn't expecting it to be this small. It's about 7:20 in the morning. Flight time was an hour, so it's so easy. We can't pick the car up until 10 a.m, so we've just got to chill in the airport for a couple of hours, kill a bit of time. We don't know where we're sleeping tonight, as in we don't know whether we're sleeping in the car or in a tent, or actually geographically where we're sleeping either. So probably need to have a look at that, sort that out. So it's now about 10:15, so 2 and a bit hours later, and we're in our Kia something. We've got a free upgrade on the car, so it's going to be like a small one, and it's actually like quite a decent size, so we might be quite comfortable sleeping in here actually. We decided not to go to Bruny Island because it's $30 on the ferry, and I think obviously it's going to be really nice, but I think that it's more like catered for tourists, like things you have to pay for. I don't think there's too many cheap or free things to do there, and we do need to do the whole of the island in like 5 days, so we're gonna cut that off and go to like the Tasman Peninsula and Port Arthur first. So that's about an hour, I think it's about an hour and a half drive from Hobart where we are now. So yeah, that's where we're going, and yeah, the weather is amazing. It's actually really quite warm, so it should be a good day to see some stuff. Okay, so this behind me is the Tasman National Park lookout. Well, this is Tasman National Park. This is the lookout that we're at now. So there's a few things to see around this area. There's Pirates Bay, Tasman's Arch, which is a rock formation, tessellated pavement. So there's a few like points of interest around here that I'll show you, but the view is incredible. Yeah, we're at Eagle Hawk Neck, so it's like the gateway to Tasman National Park, I think. So we're going to check more of it out now. So that's the tessellated pavement. So it's about literally like a 5-minute drive from the lookout that we were just at. Yeah, there's lots of history behind it. It's a bit of a geological phenomenon, I think. I won't try and explain the science behind it, mainly because I don't really fully understand it, but it's pretty cool and pretty historic. But yeah, here's the information board if you want to know more. Just stopped to get some lunch. We are still in Tasman National Park, or near Tasman National Park. Little like servo kind of little takeaway thing, flake and chips for $12, and we're just gonna eat them and look at the view, because that's what you do when you're at the seaside, you have fish and chips. So we're now at Tasman's Arch. It's a rock formation, a cave collapse basically, making this little bridge, similar basically to Devil's Kitchen and the Blowhole, which are two other little sites around here. We are now in Tasman National Park. We've just entered Tasman National Park. And the drive, yeah, it's pretty chilled. Like, everything's actually really close together. If you want to come down the Tasman Peninsula and do this and explore it, it really won't take you long. It's just kind of like, get out, have a look at this is really cool, get back in the car, move on to the next one. This is the lookout, just the other side of Tasman's Arch. Look at that coastline. Just driven like maybe 2 or 3 minutes further down the road now, like down the coast to Blowhole and Fossil Bay Lookout. This is the Blowhole. This is the Fossil Bay Lookout. Driven about half an hour, 40 minutes down to Fortescue Bay. You take like a dirt / grit kind of road off of the main road, about 12 k's. It would be better if you've got a 4x4, but you can definitely do it in a normal car because we just have to be a bit careful in some places. So I want to see Fortescue Bay because I heard that it was stunning, and I also wanted to see if we could get to Cape Pillar from like this direction. So it's going to be a really good view of Tasman Island. But I think it's like a I've just seen a sign say 2/3 day walk-in return. So this, if you want to do that, come to Fortescue Bay. There's a campsite, and there's a place to register as like walkers, so that people know that you've gone on that trek, and you know, will come looking for you if you don't come back. But yeah, this beach looks stunning. There's a few different walks you can do. Obviously we should have looked into it a little bit more. I wasn't expecting not to have signal pretty much since we left Hobart, so I probably would have done the Cape Way, however you say it, trek, the 4 hours return one. That's the one I actually was aiming for. But it's about 2:30 now and we don't have time because it's going to be getting dark and we need to find somewhere to sleep still. But these beaches are insane. Like, I was not expecting this from Tasmania. I knew it was beautiful because I'd heard it was beautiful, but the sand is so white and the sea is like crystal clear turquoise. It's in like loads of squished Tasmanian devils as well on the road, which is a bit sad. But this is stunning, so definitely come down this way if you're coming to Tassie. Yeah, so that was Maingone Bay Lookout. We are now just going to walk. It's about 15 minutes return. It says to Remarkable Cave. I don't actually know what Remarkable Cave is, but it sounds like it'll be pretty good. Yep, so we're pretty much like at the most southern point now. I think if you want to go any further south, you need to walk through Tasman National Park and you do some treks and stuff. We don't have time to do that, unfortunately, but it looks like it'd be amazing, so if you have time, do it. We still don't know where we're going to sleep. We're sleeping in the car, we've decided, but we have no idea where we're camping tonight. We have no stuff either, we just have our sleeping bags and our clothes, so that should be fun. Somewhere around the start of the sort of eastern coastal drive, so we can get straight on that tomorrow. We also did quickly stop at Port Arthur, which is like an old convict heritage site, but it was $39 per person to get in, and that's a bit more than we want to spend on something like that. A bit more than we want to spend on pretty much anything, to be honest. We're sleeping in the car, but if you like that kind of thing, go for it. But we just, yeah, we had a quick look and it was just a bit too much money. Can you see the Save of Tasmania silhouetted at the end of the tunnel? Kinda. So it's now about 5:30 in the evening. I'm pretty tired. We've driven up from Remarkable Cave to Orford, which is the start of the Eastern Drive. Just looking on Wikicamps, which is an app you can download and it shows you all the campsites near. It's actually a really good app, so get that if you're camping. It took us quite a long time to get from Remarkable Cave to here because Adam thought he was taking me the right way because we had no signal on our phone, so we couldn't actually map it, so he was looking at the GPS. And he ended up taking us on a load of dirt roads, and there were a load of like dead wombats and kangaroos and wallabies and stuff. So like they come out between dusk and dawn. Like that's the times they're most active. And we were driving, and I was like, I'm gonna be so upset if I hit one of these because you've taken us down these dirt roads. Luckily we didn't, and we're all good. But yeah, it's taken us a while. Quite tired, quite hungry, and still haven't got anywhere to sleep yet. So yeah, we're gonna see if there's any free campgrounds around. If not, like, I don't mind paying like $10-15 to stay somewhere. Like 15 minutes later, we drove up the road. We were gonna go to the next town, but I just saw this campsite called Beachside Campsite near Raspins Beach. We've just come in, and the guy was like, yeah, $30 to stay here for the night. I was like, yeah, that's not too bad, because you pay, like, the cheapest hostels are going to be like $30 per person, so $60 a night for the two of us. It's basically half of what we pay, like, to stay in a hostel. Then we can have a shower, we can cook. It's probably worth the $15 each, I reckon. So yeah, we're just going to go to IGA, because obviously we're in the middle of nowhere, so the only supermarket they have is IGA. Get some food and make a bit of dinner. The drive, by the way, I didn't mention earlier, the drive from Remarkable Cave up to Orford was stunning. The impression I've got of Tasmania so far is it's like the southwest of England on steroids. It's like Cornwall and Devon, but much, 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 much nicer. So this is my thrifty $13 shop, which is hopefully going to be dinner and breakfast tomorrow. Muffins, cereal bars, baked beans and sausages, and some eggs. Oh yeah! This is like the best thing about camping in Australia. They have full-on camp kitchens and like living rooms. Dinner of champions, look at that. Okay, so we're all tucked up in our car bed. It's actually not too bad. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be, I think you pronounce it like Freycinet National Park and Wineglass Bay. So that's really exciting. Love Tasmania so far. And actually sleeping in the car hasn't been too much of an issue. So hopefully it'll carry on like that. But yeah, Tassie road trip, far